Minecraft chests are plain and boring. You just put stuff in them and take it out. Well, what if you could have multiple pages, a search feature, and the ability to sort items? Well, you probably know from the title that we're talking about a plugin called Advanced Chests, and it does all that and then some, including smelting, selling, and compressing. So today, I'll show you how to set up and use Advanced Chests, then I'll give my thoughts on the plugin at the end. Yes, this is a premium plugin, but there is a free version as well. I was given a license for free for making this video, but all thoughts will be my own since I don't conform to society's expectations. The government won't take me alive. All right, so the first thing you'll want to do is actually download the plugin so you can get it here on Spigot. We're going to be looking at the free version first, but we'll take a look at the premium version later on. So I'm just going to go ahead, click download now. And then here is the page for the premium version. We'll come back to this later. You can also get it here on Built by Bit and on Polymart, so wherever you want, you can get it there. Like, you could probably go to Walmart and you'd see Advanced Chests. Cut that out, or don't. And then we'll also need Essentials X, okay? So this is our economy provider, so you can also use a different economy plugin if you want, but I like Essentials. And then we're also going to want Luck Perms, so we can assign permissions to people so they can actually use the chests and stuff. So here we go. Bucket. We'll want Vault. Oh, Vault hasn't been updated in 5 years. It still works, okay? I don't know, it's a miracle it still works. But when that day comes that it doesn't work anymore, humanity's doomed. All right, so now here we are on our server's file manager, and you're going to want to go into your file manager, go into your plugins folder, and then take all 4 of those jars and just drag and drop them all in there, just like that. And then go to your console and start or restart your server. Since I'm on a free server, I have to start it up since I'm poor. This is like, oh, I'm a turtle. Oh, I'm so slow. It's probably running on like a potato for a computer. All right, there we go. Our server is finally up after 1 whole minute of me contemplating my life decisions. So what we can do is type PL in console and see, oh, look, we have all 4 of our plugins in Magma Node Core. Lovely. So let's go ahead and just check out the plugin in game. Cut this part out. All right, so here we are in our server and we get greeted by Advanced Chests. So it says like, oh, you can upgrade. We'll upgrade in a little bit. I wanted to look at the free version first. All right, a little bit about this. Let's just go ahead, type AC info, and then that'll tell us our information. So we can see like how many total chests we have, loaded chests, non-loadable chests, available chest types, and unavailable chest types. So get some good info. And then we can also type AC help, and then that will show us all of the available commands. So you can also do Advanced Chests help, but AC is like the abbreviation for that. Advanced Chests AC, get it? Now you're like, I actually want to see the chest. I don't care about these dumb commands. All right, I feel you. What we need to do is do /AC give CraftedCroix, and then we have 2 example chests. We're going to go with example first, and then an amount. So I'll give myself 2. I'm feeling 2. So let's go ahead, place it down. And here we go, the moment of truth. This is our chest. So you're like, wow, that's not very special. Yes, it is, okay? So we can put stuff in here, and then you can go to the next page, and this chest, we get 6 pages of that. So let's just go ahead and like, just grab some things. And then I can put this right here. Then I can go to the next page, put it in here, put some more in there. You're probably like, oh, how do I upgrade it? I want it more. Well, that's what this is for. You can upgrade the chest. So we need to actually give ourselves some money first. So eco, give, CraftedCroix. And I'm just going to give myself a ton of money. That way we don't have to worry about giving myself any more money later. So I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade it. And now this makes it the example 2 chest. Extreme chest. So now we have couple more pages. We have like 1 more page. That was totally worth it. But we also have the settings now, and we can toggle hologram. Do you need, I think, CMI holograms or holographic displays? Or you can use decent holograms. Who uses holographic displays? The plugin page literally tells you to use decent holograms. So that's pretty much it. We can also go ahead, and if we break it, it'll say like remove the chest, and then we basically get some confirmation we actually want to break it. There's the /C shop. So then this is where we can actually get these chests. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy it, and then that puts it in my inventory. I can buy a whole bunch. And now some permissions for the plugin, since we're using Luck Perms. So LP, user, CraftedCroix, permission, set, advanced chests, dot. So admin, this gives you access to all the admin commands, and then AdvancedChests.star, that gives you access to everything. You shouldn't give that to players, but like admins you can give it to. And then break, so this allows you to break the chest, but if we put a dot, then it means that we have permission to break example 2 chest. And then open, so this will give us permission to actually open it. This place permission will give us permission to place it. And then the AdvancedChests.shop, this gives us access to that /C shop. I don't know why that's so hard to say command. Upgrade, so this gives us access to upgrade the different chests. So there you go. That's a little bit about permissions. All right, now you're probably like, can I make my own chest? Yes, you can. That's what I'm going to show you how to do next. All right, you get to see like how to actually use these chests and how to make your own chests. Isn't that amazing? All right, so we're back here. Oh, good, my IP is hidden. Okay. All right, so we want to go into our file manager, go into our plugins folder, right? And then there's this advanced chests folder. So in here, we want to go into the chests folder. And then we got example and example 2. So I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to copy one of these instead of like completely making it from scratch. Who does that unless you're like clinically insane? So we're going to call this big chest. There we go. So now in here, there's like a whole bunch of stuff, all right? There's even more in the premium version. So the first thing is we can change the name of it. So I'm going to make it something like really bad looking. Big chest. And then the size, the maximum size for the free version is going to be 2250. So that's 2,250. I know my numbers. And then you can also change the container type. So we have chest, barrels, and shulker boxes. Let's make it a barrel because, you know, like, why not? And then this is the item for like the inventory. So I'm just going to copy that quickly and put it in here. And then this is like a placeholder to say that the size is this, so that we don't have to change that. And you can change this number without having to change it down there. So that's why variables / placeholders are cool. And then if you want to add this chest to that /C shop, you can by setting a shop price other than -1. So let's make it like 69.
Nice.
Oh, I'm so funny. And then you can even upgrade it. So if you have another chest that you want it to upgrade to, then you would just put the next upgrade name right there. And then you can allow deposits. You can even like allow the settings for that thing, for the thing that we already looked at, I think. And then you can even allow players to craft your chest. So if I had an example chest and I surrounded it by oak planks, then I would get this chest, my big chest. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead, save that, and we head back in game, and we type /AC reload, and then AC give CraftedCroix big chest 1. Here's my big chest. So I place it down, and the pages are going to be, I think it goes to 50 pages. So yeah, we have a lot of chest size now. So that's cool. And since we added it to the C shop, there it is right there for $69. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything with the free version. So let's go ahead and check out the premium version now. So here we go. I'm going to download this, and I'm going to go to my server, and I'm just going to go ahead, delete the old configuration and delete the old jar. And here it is, Advanced Chests 1. And then I just upload it and then restart my server. E is my constant. E is my constant. All right, so here we are back in our server. And if I try placing my big chest down since I deleted it, it doesn't work anymore. But this one does work since it's still in the plugin. So that's kind of cool. If you upgrade it, the chest will stay the same. So that's nice. So already right off the bat, seems like we have a couple more commands. So that's nice. And then we're going to give myself the example chest. Okay, it's the legendary. But if I go ahead and upgrade this, then we have all this new stuff. And you're like, oh my gosh, there's just like so much. I'm going to like actually die. There's too much. Don't worry, okay? Just let me explain it quickly. It's not that hard. So first of all, we can put our stuff in here. Just put everything in there. Let's grab like a whole bunch of junk. Yeah, we got all that stuff. Okay. Now we're going to go and put all that garbage in here. And now we can sort our chest. So that is going to be sort the chest. So that's this hopper right here. Just press that. And look at that. The chest is now sorted nicely. So we can see it actually works because like, boom. And next, we're going to smelt items. So there's so many features with this. You can smelt, you can compress, and you can do all sorts of stuff. So we need something to smelt. So that's going to be like some iron, raw iron. Oh yeah, it's raw iron. Okay, so we're just going to take all that raw iron, just chuck it in there. And then it only costs $1,000. You can change that if you want. So I smelt it and boom, it turns into iron ingots. That's really cool. So it doesn't like, the price doesn't change for how much you have in there. So it's just like a base fee, I guess. And now we can compress items. So since we have these iron ingots, we can turn them into iron blocks to take up less space. So if I press this, then boom, we have iron or blocks of iron. Iron block, block of iron, same thing, right? And now we can even search items. So let's take this black stone slab and I'll put it in my inventory. And we're going to go to page 5 and we'll put the black stone slab in there. And now let's search item. I'm just going to say black stone. And there we go, page 5. So then it opens up the page which has the black stone. So that's how you search stuff. And then we can even sell all the items in here. So since we do this, sell the content, and then it sells some iron blocks and stuff. So I think this is based on like essentials. And yeah, we got some money from that. Money, we're all part of this old money game. Okay, now we can even set up automatic selling. So let's say you want it to like sell because you're so lazy to just like that's so much work. So you can set up automatic sells. So you can go here, claim the money. You can toggle mode, and you can even toggle it on or off. See, green means on, red means off. So you can change this to your toggle mode. So this will deposit it to the bank. This one will deposit it to like your eco balance. And then this one is, I think, for Skyblock. So now there's one more feature we haven't talked about yet, and that is the chunk collecting. Okay, so we need to go into our server, go into our file manager, and then we need to go into our plugins folder, and then we need to go to our advanced chests, and we need to go to our chests, and the big chest isn't there, obviously, since we deleted the old configuration. But let's go to the example, and we're just going to go and search for collector. So this allows you to like collect a whole chunk. So I'm just going to enable that as true. Bam, we enabled that. So yeah, you can read a little bit more about this and all the new features that it has over the free version. So since we enabled that, let's go back in game and type /AC reload, and now AC give CraftedCroix example 1. So now if I place this, and then in here, now there is this chunk collector right here. So if we click on that, and then we toggle that on, now, if I drop anything inside of the chunk, so we can view chunk borders with F3G. So if you didn't learn anything today, you press F3G to enable chunk borders. So now we can like be really nerdy and like, oh, look at all these chunks, chunks. So anything drop inside of this chunk is going to go inside of this chest right here. So I think that's pretty cool. But then if we go outside of the chunk, see, then like if we drop it in here, it's going to collect it. So that's pretty cool. I think that's neat. This probably has like a billion uses. Like it's just all about like your imagination just running wild. We need to take a look at the config because I feel compelled to. So here's the config.yml. So you can like change the storage type to MySQL or YML. There's a lot in here. Okay, and then if you wanted to use the holograms above the chest, and you don't use holographic displays, you can just change it to decent holograms right there. So that's pretty cool. And then you can also change the shop provider, I guess. So Essentials provides it right now, but let's say I use Economy Shop GUI. So you could like copy this and then put it right there. So that way it like links with that shop, not the Essentials, because Essentials actually has like built-in sell prices worth.yml. Oh, ads, go away. So you can like see all the different worths of different things. So this is like providing those shop prices. And yeah, you can even like change if creepers or TNT can blow it up. So that's cool. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Got a lot of different stuff in here. And then this is the compressor, so you can configure stuff with that. So lots in here. Might just want to like, first when you get the plugin, you can go through there, make sure everything looks good. And then you can even change stuff about the language file. So you can change all those player heads if you don't like player heads. And then there are backups. So this takes backups. So if you want to like revert, there you go. And then data. So this is like data with all the different chests. And then there is the wiki, finally. Wiki, what? So you can read more about the plugin from here. Lots of good information. Like, look, we can create a new chest. The English language, dude. We can even detect config errors. So now you don't have to like ask me for support because you know how to detect config errors. And then you can even view a list of all the different commands and the permissions associated with those commands, and you can view a list of all the different permissions. So you might want to go through here, make sure your players have the right permissions that you want them to have, and you can even learn about backups. Go back up, man. That made no sense. I don't even know what I was saying with that joke. I think we're just going to end after that joke. Okay. All right. If you've ever watched one of these videos, you know I'm about to absolutely nerd out about software. So I have to start out by saying that I really like this plugin. I think it's unique and it'll make your server stand out from other servers by adding some nice quality of life features for the players. Really, at the end of the day, that's who this plugin is for, players. And I think that it is simple and intuitive enough for them to understand and use. So since I have to say something that the plugin can improve on is maybe adding a few more features to the free version, because I feel like it's kind of bare bones currently. I'm not saying add every feature to it, no, that's completely stupid. Maybe just add the sorting or the searching and that'll be good. So should you buy the premium version? I'd say that we all can agree that you should at least try the free version before you decide to buy the premium version. You do get a lot more features for only about $12, so I think it's worth it and it helps support the development of the plugin. But what do you think about Advanced Chests? Let me know in the comments or just tell me your favorite McDonald's character. You can join both of my Minecraft servers. I might even try adding Advanced Chests so you can try it out. And if you need help, you can join the developers Discord server, or mine, I guess. But until next time, I will see you on the other side, and happy crafting.
All right, I'm going to slide down the pole and face my feet.
Oh my goodness, that was epic.